voice of Kunze Dechen Lipa there, invoking the energy. So let's suspend our mind just a teeny little bit, and free awareness, and to become aware of its own self. Awareness, resting in awareness. It's like establishing ourselves in this awareness, this field of space, spaciousness, and energy, light, embodying. And then we can extend this, having established ourselves just a little bit in it, we can extend from within this awareness, we can extend it through our body. We can extend it all the way down into the earth, and all the way up to the heart, to the palate of the mouth, the top of the head, fingertips. So awareness itself awakens itself in us. Then as we can also extend to the immediacy of our situation, we can extend this resonance to this room, to us in this room. And our resonance itself intensifies and deepens this embodiment. Then we can go further and we can extend to our ancestors, the mothers and the fathers, and the mothers and the fathers of who we are expressions of. So we can extend to the generational field, inside to inside, directly. In mutual support. With each extension, the field, the felt sense of the field, should become more bigger. Bigger's better. Then we can extend to all the different teachers in our life, all these different forms of people who have, in some degree or other, help us resonate. And some of these people may have embodied awareness so completely that the invisible became more visible, implicit, more explicit. And then we'll extend to those traditions. And all these traditions are themselves are forms of information, energy, and light articulated over the centuries as different people articulate their experience of this awareness. Nowadays, information so easily to experience, and geography so tiny, many initiations from many traditions. And so the tribal boundaries dissolve, and we become universal people. The traditions mix in our own bodies, in our own time. And we have one more extension of this awareness to awareness itself. And this is a very not easily understood. It's ineffable. And that's the archetypal dimension, the archetypes. Those energies and vortexes, those elementals manifesting everything and anything. We often personify them and symbolize them as the deities and devas, dakinis. This morning we'll invoke that archetype of the Guru. Primordial awareness revealing itself to its own self as us. And then we'll just rest in awareness. I'm just going to chat a little bit, but I should be more background. about 2 weeks ago here we had a puja and to Ganesh. There's Ganesh right there. And here we look at these pujas as embodiment, as an embodiment practice, as an embodiment of the energy, as an embodiment of that archetypal dimension, bringing it into more explicit experience. So one way of looking at a puja or any practice is an embodiment practice. Embodying the archetypal dimension of our own awareness. And the practices of various texts and symbols, mantras, are a skillful means for bringing forth within our own being this luminous, spacious awareness that really is great compassion, the great affection, in the context of both beneficence and fierceness. And puja in the Shaivite and Dzogchen practice are very similar, because it's not so much approaching divine otherness out there, or sacrificing, because a lot of times the pujas were sacrificial rituals. You're sacrificing flowers, and depending on the things, wood, forest, some certain traditions, animals, people. And so there's a whole sacrificialness to this. And it's like lighting a candle to, say, Mary, and then thinking maybe we have a deal here. We have an obligation, and that sort of sacrifice, even in the Old Testament, sacrificing one's son, and in the New Testament, God sacrifices his only son. So this sacrificial thing can really become strange. When we look at pujas as embodiment practices, we look at, say, the iconic image like Ganesh there, and we're not seeing a reality there itself, but rather a doorway, a symbolic doorway to enter into this field of awareness, this field of eminence, this field of expansion, this field of light, and actually this field of cosmological power. It actually takes us beyond psychology. Puja are not simply psychological things. I want to become like Ganesh in my mind. So actually in a puja, through the mantras, through the gestures, through the resonance to the energy, one becomes more what one is. And one brings forth oneself in greater dimensionality and greater stability. In other words, I'm not in my mind alone, in my little concrete circumstances alone. I'm reaching in and symbolically bringing forth this dimension of awareness that not only influences my own sense of experiencing in my own self, but how I experience circumstances. And also to enter puja and feel the mantra is to enter this realm of syllables, ahama, guru om. Which are themselves the manifestation of primordial awareness. Vibrations becoming sound. So at times one may say or hear words, and the use of the language is actually only the beginning. The actual experiences of the mantra, or even the experience of the text, or the experience of the devotional ritual, allows the inner language, the inner vibrations, the inner understanding, the direct understanding to become apparent and felt. The symbolic realm opens. The archetypical realm opens. And so the words and sentences actually help manifest and articulate and bring forth what is being experienced. And in those moments, as we feel the vibrations arising, the resonance arising, the pulsation arising, we're actually experiencing in a more definitive manner the cosmological energies manifesting in us as embodiment. The subtle embodiment of the body of light, the body of sound. It's not like these sounds signify something else other than themselves, We can think that way if you'd like to, but actually within the sound, within the vibration, within the pulsation, within that resonant feeling of presence, there's nothing signified outside that. There's some otherness, some great otherness. It is arising, manifesting, being embodied, incarnated in the flesh. Flesh. It frees us and gives us a wide view, perspective, not so concrete, operationally bound. So let's look at a text. We don't have a text this morning. In light of that, we'll all stay in awareness, because as soon as we enter mind alone, you'll hear words, but you won't experience what can be experienced through the doorway of our own awareness. So this little puja, or this little invocation, is the heart essence of the lake-born Vajra, and this is called the secret accomplishment of the great Guru. And by accomplishment, it means embodiment. Accomplishment means embodied. So it starts this way. This is from Dujam Lingpa. Namo. In this indestructible nature, just as it is. In this indestructible nature, just as it is. It's talking about us, in us. There is this sphere, S-P-H-E-R-E, of this great bindu of light, like this circle of light right in us. And this is the unchanging, innate, ultimate deity. Here, inside, as us. So I take refuge within this self-nature, just as it is. I take refuge within this self, this nature, just as it is. And I'm cultivating this sublime, enlightened, luminous embodiment. And I can seeing formlessness through duality. So it opens up in me, this guru, the capacity to experience within duality non-duality, within forms. As the Dakini says to Durjam Lingpa, you and I are indivisible. Form, appearance. So, in this realm of sentient beings, appearances are openings and manifestations of the light. And then, in the one taste of this great awareness, and often the one taste is described, the one taste of suffering and happiness. Doesn't pretend suffering does not exist. The one taste, this bliss. And then I give rise, I give forth, bring forth the bodhicitta, the compassion of self-liberation for myself and everyone else. Then the text evokes the mantra, ah, ah, ah. And from this sphere, S-P-H-R-E, this sphere of the very nature of openness or emptiness is compassion's radiance. So that this openness, this space, is radiant. It's light. And it's radiant. It's creative. It's manifesting. It's action. And this all appears as one's own awareness. And then in the letter Hri, the symbol of the Guru, Hri arises. And in this syllable, this sound, this elemental sound, light radiates forth into everything and anything. And it opens the universe and all sentient beings as light. So the radiance opens the radiance of the phenomena around us, the circumstances, the events. So all appearances are Dachin Pemma. All appearances are the primal Guru. And in the center of this perfect palace, right here, with all its characteristics, the entire range, there's the variegated symbol of the lotus, the sun and the moon. And the lotus is symbolizing that within this awareness, within this guru, darkness to light, guru, dark, guru, light, there's this lotus that symbolizes, evokes the capacity to be in circumstances and to be in our mind and not contained. Wow. Not contained by circumstances, not contained by mind. And then there's the light of the sun, the radiance, primordial awareness as heart center, Hridayam, and the moon, the light of the mind, in union, the true conjunctio. mind in union with awareness. Or it says in the Gudaba Tantra, bring your mind into your heart. And then it says, the syllable Hari, H-R-I, instantly transforms into self-nature, the immortal Trip Trao Chao Sao. And this is the form of the guru as Sambhogakaya realm, as the archetypical manifestation, power and capacities. A beautiful complexion, youthful, beautiful, smiling, slightly wrathfully, fiercely, beauty and fierceness, compassionate and youthfully sensual. And holding the symbol of the Vajra and skull cup in the two hands. And the Vajra, the symbol again of this primordial experience of indestructibility, unborn, undying, deathlessness. And in the skull cup, blood, symbol of vitality, life force. The texts always say, we live in a sea of blood. And his legs are crossed. And Mandavarva, the consort, his companion. Who is this companion? She is his own awareness. So this joining of the masculine and feminine energies within our own self bring forth the radiance of the light. And in this union, holding the arrow and long life vas, symbolizing vitality, the Shakti, the Chi, the embodiment of the energy. And there he has various silks and jewels, tiger skins and ornaments of bones, and so there's this beauty, and yet there's this primalness at the same time, and delighting within the expanse of this garland of rainbow light rays. So the rainbow light, these elementals, the elements that create everything and anything, we start to experience the elements in their more basic, subtle forms. In the heart center, there's this tent of light. And in the tent, within us, there's the center of the five-pointed golden Vajra. And again, here's not an object, but there is this golden light, which is often the symbol of the guru. So sometimes in meditation you see this golden light, that is the symbol of the guru. And five-pointed means in all five directions, radiating. And then this arising of this luminous seed syllable, Hari. And the mantra circles around the body, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om. Meaning this process of self-revelation of one's own innermost awareness in all the different circumstances that you live in. And from this mantra, light rays radiate forth and extend to all the victorious ones. That means all the different people or symbols in your life that you feel support with. And from that comes back energy and blessings. So one of the things the yogis learn to do is they learn through the awareness state to feel the energy in the room, in the world, and they live through that energy. They learn how to relate to it in every circumstance. And this opens the obscurations for beings and places them in bliss. So when this opens like this, we can have this non-conceptual relatedness to everything and anything. As this bliss arises. So all life manifests this essential vitality of samsara and nirvana. So one's able to embody vitality. Then the light is experienced in the form of nectarian states. And then describing how you begin to experience these nectarian feelings and states. The palate of the mouth opens, and different centers open, and you feel this nectarian, viscous experience of light. Then all this dissolves into the meditative absorption of awareness, blazing with radiance. And radiance is often felt as presence, huh? Hear the word presence. But the presence is the phenomena, the experience of the radiance. And then the state, the text says, invokes, all that appears is the deity. All sound is the mantra. The deity, the guru. Darkness opening to light. Density becoming diaphanous, luminous. And then it says, all thoughts are within this innate nature of truth, this innate nature of awareness. So thoughts, any thought, is all simply a part of the manifestation of this awareness. So in that way, there's no distraction. And this all becomes the play of the great bliss of primordial gnosis, primordial direct perception. Oma hung vaduguru pema siddhi hung. So here in this text, the Guru's not a person, huh? Not a person. But primordial awareness itself, in its logos function, in its self-revelation function. And in this great clear light of the deity's appearance, without conceptualization, like in Greek philosophy, in the Platonic thing, they would say, love, love is the God, rather than God is love. Here's, the Guru is like a God, not that God is the Guru. It's that human. And then it says, gently rest in this expanse of this original purity, uncontrived, unfabricated. Then it says again, because it happens again, and we close up and opens again. Again, let the appearance of this rainbow-like light in the sky awaken into the mudra, this form of our bodies, our speech, and our mind. Then it finally says, this originally pure nature of this awareness is beyond our mind, huh? We can bring our mind into it, but it's a bit beyond our mind. And so this great primordial wisdom is naturally spontaneous, accomplished, and embodied. And so waves of compassion arise within our body. And the good fortune of bliss prevails. It's like breathing in the presence. sustaining awareness, embodied, my own awareness is the guru. In self-recognition, I take refuge. And the awareness of self-liberation is always present in everyone, though momentarily hidden. The primordial guru is always so pure, and this knowingness gives protection in every event and every moment. And when the widespread purity and oneness of existence and appearance manifests, the blessings of direct perception take place. Direct knowingness, gnosis, jnana. The differentiation of the meditator and what is meditated upon dissolves completely. And the always existent truth of my own awareness, innermost awareness being the guru, provides abiding stability in the vastness of this all-pervading essence of events. And my own nature as consciousness dissolves the very lack of knowingness. My body, my speech, and my mind are the very same manifestations of this divine consciousness, just as they are. And so the essence of all events are free of failure and success, and free of rejection and acceptance. And in this awareness, everything is the play of the essence, the play of consciousness. Repeat the mantra, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om, and you will experience the body of light, which is the great transmigration Guru. The great transmigration Guru. Life after life, death after death. Unhappily, the very nature of the Guru, as our own awareness, becomes easily obscured, unnecessarily obscured. This happens especially in all forms of theocracy, whatever the tradition, Christian tradition, Islamic tradition, Jewish tradition, Tibetan traditions, theocracy. Theocracy. It is true, devotion, the power of devotion is the power of non-duality arising within dualities. So wherever devotion is, that will arise. What happens so often when people are in devotion, in theocratic moments, they think it's the holy other as the source of non-duality, The Dakinis laugh. The great gift of the embodiment of the Guru is equality consciousness. Equal vision. I once heard a Lama say, "You should see me as the Buddha. And everything I do is pure." That's a very incomplete statement, to say the least. And it distorts the very nature of the Guru. Muktananda used to say, "Wherever I go, I see the Guru." I used to wonder, what does he mean by that? This plump, naked figure? Or was he seeing the light in everyone and everything? With equality consciousness, equal vision. The Guru gives protection. Muktananda would say at times, if there's no protection, then what good is this Guru? That is, both within your own self and within the other. With that, rub our hands together, place it on our hearts. And then we'll extend to each other from timeless awareness into time. We'll do that now. That great practice of Yangtang Rinpoche's description of the true power of compassion and the true power of the Guru with our own selves and each other. We'll extend. We'll extend into the present moment in each other. will extend to the past of each other. And will extend into the future. Baba would also say that in relating to this dimension of your own awareness as the guru, as self-revelation, you have to be very bold and make it your own. You have to make it your own. And in that making, no one else can do that whatsoever. No one. Ever, 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 ever. No matter what you've been given, that in owning is foundational. With that, rub our hands again, place it on our hearts. I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and we'll see each other next week. And we can sit and meditate for the next half an hour if you'd like. We'll put a chant on. I'd like to thank everybody for being here this morning.